It's the MUSpartans.com Spartan Show for the week of March 6th through the 12th. This week we visit with head baseball coach Rick Espeset as we get the preview of the 2017 season. Head men's tennis coach Eric Christiansen and upperclassmen players Stratton Smith and Isaac Collis talk about their spring section for the 2016-2017 season. And head men's basketball coach Gerad Good recaps the 2016-2017 campaign. Stay tuned.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time joining us today.
Absolutely.
Can you take us back through the opening weekend against a strong Denison University program Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah, they were very good. 3 games we got outscored 42-4, and at this point in the year, that's not a fluke, right? They were clearly better than us on this weekend. So, but it was good for us to play. I like playing good teams. I've coached over 20 years now, and I think the better teams you play, you learn some things about how to handle some situations. You watch how their guys react. You watch how their guys play, and I think our young guys and older guys see that and then realize that perhaps we could be doing some things differently.
Yeah.
I mean, we took our medicine this weekend, and it doesn't feel great. But I think in the long run, if our guys bounce back mentally, we'll be better off for it.
Yeah, great. And I'm sure it's great being outside late February, early March. And what opportunities does this bring to the team to be able to get outside and play on the field?
Yeah, well, one of the things that you mimic the game a lot better. When you're inside, you can get really good at doing different drills and look really good in the cage. Sure. But they say the teams in the South or the student athletes in the South are better at times, and they are because they play more. So we took the opportunity early to do a lot of inner squads, try to put guys in game situations, see live at bats, see live pitching, which really kind of pushes you ahead a little bit. And it throws you off at the same time because we're used to spending 4 weeks inside, and it's a little easier to coach guys inside. It's more contained and it's more one-on-one. But I wouldn't trade the nice weather.
Yeah, of course. And we understand that the Friarman building looks a lot different on the inside. Can you talk us through the renovations that have happened and how it benefits both baseball and softball? Yeah,
well, and actually I think it's going to benefit a lot more people than just baseball and softball. But we lost our cage inside last year after about 15 years. It just had served its purpose, and it fell down. Actually, no one got hurt. But so we looked for an alternate site, and it's kind of a long story, which I won't share. But ultimately, what we have down in the Friarman building is a cage that is 80 feet long, 45 feet wide, which can be split up into 3 different cages.
That's cool.
And then we have turf, which is yet to be secured to the floor, but it'll be a turf surface, and that's a little extra space for other things to be done outside of that playing area. So what it did, the impact is tremendous. Our schedule prior to that building, we could have been at 9:30 at night, 5:30 in the morning, just kind of really challenging for student athletes to get into a routine academically. It shortened the day by 4 hours for athletic training staff. It moved up intramurals 2 hours, and it gave track and field a consistent practice time inside once basketball was done. So, I mean, the benefits, I hope we continue to see the benefits. We'll have an open house at some point, and just kind of not necessarily a ribbon cutting, but just to give people a chance to see it when it's completely done. And I think you'll see a lot of students and student athletes look at that space and use their imagination of how it could be used for sports other than baseball and softball.
Awesome. Well, sounds great. And thanks again for joining us, Coach.
Absolutely.
And remember, fans, the Spartans are back in action Tuesday at Taylor for a 9-inning match at 5 p.m. and then travel to Indianapolis' Bishop Chatard High School Saturday and Sunday, March 11th and 12th for a series of in-state non-league Division III matchups against DePaul University. Start times are 12 and 3 on Saturday and 3 p.m. on Sunday.
We welcome head coach Eric Christiansen, senior Stratton Smith, and junior Isaac Collis on the set. Coach, starting with you, your team has already been in action as part of the spring season. What were some of the highlights against Alma?
Both teams played really well. It's probably the best we played against Alma in the years we played them, and it was a rough day. Had to get up really early, travel just a short drive, but had to play indoors, hoping to play on campus, and but we played well. top 4 spots especially were really tough in the single spots,
Yeah.
and the doubles were competitive, and that's what we want. We want to be more competitive with them,
Yeah.
and yeah,
Okay.
it was a good up swing for the season.
Good, that's encouraging. You've got a break from competition until early next month when the HCAC schedule begins. What's the team been working on in preparation for your busy April and May?
Fighting the rain. We've had kind of a week off basically, but
Yeah.
before that Alma match, so we were outside quite a bit and played more than we ever have in my 9 years
Good.
outdoors, and just getting sharp, working hard. They're doing it. They've done some stuff on their own as well, but just trying to get sharp and ready to go. We're going to try to get out tomorrow, and then for the rest of the month until spring break,
Good.
and I'll be ready to tackle the conference.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Stratton and Isaac, what has the team been looking forward to, and what are some goals for 2017?
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, it's my last year, so I think a lot of seniors are naturally saying like, "Oh, I want to go out with a bang. I want to, get a lot of wins." But that's just not my mentality. I just want to have fun. I just want to have fun with my best friends.
Good.
I've got Isaac, Kyler, Connor, Dalton, Gavin, and I'll even consider Garrett my friend sometimes. So
Don't forget Spencer.
rest in peace.
And Isaac, how about you?
Well, unlike him, I do want to win a lot, but I also do love to have fun on the team. I enjoy being out there with all the guys, and basically we just want to kind of make it farther than we have last year.
Yeah, and Isaac, starting with you, what are each of you guys looking forward to most this season?
Well, one of the biggest things I'm looking forward to is to get back at some of the teams that barely beat us last year, and like I already said, just play with these guys. They're the funnest group of people I've played with.
Awesome. And how about you, Stratton?
If I'm going for the fun aspect, the overnighters are going to be a lot of fun. Just cuddling up with the guys. But if we're talking about playing, I just want to beat Franklin.
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go.
Yep.
Well, thanks for joining us, guys, and best of luck as you guys work toward conference in a few
Let me add one more
minutes.
thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
This has been a great group of guys. A lot of juniors and just one senior here, and we have fun. And that's the biggest thing we try to do, just make it a good experience for everybody. That's what we're
Good,
trying to
absolutely. That's what D3 sports are about.
do. Yep.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
It might have been the final meet of the 2017 indoor track and field regular season by Director of Cross Country and Track and Field Brian Cashdollar's squads, as they had top-notch results at the UW Stevens Point Last Chance National Qualifying Meet on March the 4th. Our co-honorees, senior women's thrower Shea Ator and senior men's distance runner Alex Gudeman, were at the top of that list. Ator set a new school record in the 20-pound weight throw with a 57-foot, 11-inch toss, which helped her earn her second national meet berth. Gudeman also turned in a new school record, smashing the old 5,000-meter mark of 15:13:28 with a time of 15:08:77. Congratulations, Shea and Alex. Our show guests wrap up with head men's basketball coach Gerad Good. Coach, a second successive HCAC postseason tournament berth and a strong late season run. So what about you and your staff are going to look back at this 2016-17 season, and what are some of the biggest takeaways that you're going to look at?
Well, the one thing that I'll take away is the resiliency of our group. I mean, they were very resilient. They didn't give up. I thought they competed for the whole entire season. The one thing we talked about was each month brings a different season. It's February is a lot different than January and December. So our guys embraced that and, kind of stayed together and stayed the course, and, we were able to make the run.
So now let's take a step back and take a look at behind the scenes over the next couple of months. So what do you and Coach Wood have to work on as you prepare for next season?
Always improving. So there's two things. You want to upgrade and continue to do that with recruiting, but also the most important thing is you want your players to upgrade in their skill development.
Sure.
So this is an important time of the year as far as getting better. Adding things to your game that you didn't possess the year before. Getting stronger. I think the teams that competed for the championship, the one thing, beyond being talented and executing and smart, the one thing I think they possessed too was they were stronger and physical, and that's a component that we need to add to our program as well.
couple of good points there, Coach. Now, I know it's a little early, but take a look at what's going to be upcoming for you and your team next year. What's going to be ahead for the Spartans men's basketball program, and where do you feel like you and the team need to go from here to keep the success going?
I think just continually get better and improve in all aspects. You know, as I'm talking to our players to improve. I think as a coach, you know, there's things I have to do. I have to continue to learn. Reach out to different resources and use those resources, and just always looking to better myself, if in return better the program. So I think we all have a lot of work to do, and we look forward to doing that.
All right, well, Coach Good, thank you for joining us here on the Spartan Show. We thank you for your time, and congratulations on making the postseason tournament.
Thank you.
That's all the time we have for this week. We'll see you next week with another edition of the Spartan Show.